everyone, this is my weekly budgeting video. I've also got a haul for you, so what I'm going to do first is show you what I have purchased and quickly go through the budget with you. I've got it written down here on my right hand side. You can't see it off camera, but I'll show you in a second. So I hope you're all well. I'm uploading this, sorry, not uploading this, I am filming this on Friday morning and it will be uploaded about 5 PM Friday evening, afternoon. It's 5 PM evening? I never know, I always get confused. Is it still afternoon or is it evening? Anyway, it will be uploaded at 5 PM. I've got the day off work today because I'm going to my sister's because my little nephew is 5 tomorrow. So yeah, I'm filming this before I go. I hope you're all well. So what I wanted to do was show you the quick haul, and this is from the lovely Wednesday Plans. As you can see, I have opened it already. It was like a menace. As soon as it came, I had to like rip it open. Well, I didn't rip it open, you can see the box is still intact, but I just got the scissors out and was like, come on, open. So I only got a few things. Some of them are necessary and I'll explain why. After this though, I've got so much to use, guys. I can't spend any more on challenges or anything like that. But like, I don't know, if wallets break, I'll buy a new wallet, or I mean, I think I've got enough binders. I'm not going to buy any more because I don't want to go into politics or anything, or, you know, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. But I don't want to put, personally, I don't want to put any more plastic into the world. So if there is anybody that I buy from usually that is willing to not laminate their challenges, or if they're on card and, you know, we can do that, I'd love that. If not, it's no issue. I'll literally use what I've got left. I can show you everything. Well, not everything and not on this, but I can just show you a handful of them. One sec. I'll get some now. I'll get the books. I'll get some of the challenges I've got to use. So if I just put it together, I've got these. I've got books. That's actually from my nephew's, the Animal Saver. And then I've got Kimberly books. So I've got loads of stuff to use. It's not that I'm you know, I'm running out. I'm actually spoilt for choice. I can't choose. But I'm going to use these before I buy any more because, guys, it's getting ridiculous. Anyway, I've did a quick show and tell on them. I wanted to show you the small haul from Wednesday's Plans, the lovely Emma at Wednesday's Plans. So obviously we've got these as a freebie. Emma knows I like reading, so we've got the Book Lover sticker. I love that one. And I've got a little bow. That's so cute. I love hair bows. I mean, I feel like I'm too old to wear them in my hair, but every girl can wish, can't she? And then the freebie is the little chicks. That'll be going into my mini Mondays. That's so cute. Look at that. Oh, there's 10 chicks on there, so I might do them as £1 or £2. We'll decide when we get there. And then I brought also in this little bag that reminds me of Beetlejuice. I've got a scratch off tool. This is the rainbow one. How nice is that? I hope I can show you. I'm not like an influencer, as you can tell, but I hope you can see how nice that looks. So I've got that. And then I've got a little A7 coin purse. Coin wallet, sorry. This is for the challenges that require coins. And they're just small challenges, like some of the mini Mondays or some of the actual savings challenges. I know Colour Cash, that requires a lot of coins. And I do need to do some cash condensing because I've got so many wallets with coins in. But this one specifically is for a specific thing. So when I'll put it in my wallet, I'll show you what it's for. I've also got an A7 from Budget with Jess R, I think. I can't seem to find her. Where she left, I'm not sure. I've got an A7 from there, so I might put it in there with some small challenges. But I've also got colour cash, which this might be good for, and then use the Wednesday pounds in the wallet and put the coins in here. Does that make sense? And then I've got a bigger, just one more bigger wallet, the sparkly one. Look at that. The coin one, sparkly one, I forgot to say that as well. The coin one is the sparkly one, and I love a bit of sparkle. Look how nice that is. My window's right here. My window is right here, so it's getting lots of lighting. So nice, isn't it? So that one is for completed challenges, specifically like the bigger ones, not the mini Mondays, but the bigger challenges. Because I don't know if you're aware, but my mini Mondays goes into like my bigger sinking funds. That's what it's for, so I can stuff them faster. So this one's for like the bigger challenges, the games challenges and things like that. And then I've got one more thing, just one little tracker that I absolutely loved, and it is the Purple Sky tracker, and it says forever that girl who gets excited when the sky is pretty colours, and that's really nice. I do love it when the sky's different colours. And also, I don't know if it rained by anybody else yesterday, but the heavens opened and it chucked it down with rain, and I was sat at my window looking, because I actually love thunderstorms. I didn't hear any thunder, I didn't see any lightning either. I don't know if anybody else did, but yeah, I was sat at the window, so this is true. And every time I come home from work or I go to work and it's the red sky, I'll say the rhyme, you know, red sky in the morning, shepherd's warning, X, Y and Z, and I just love it. And you know, loads of pictures on my phone or of sunsets and things. But yeah, I love this. I can't wait for this. I don't know what to do yet though. So it says you've got two options. You can save each word, and there are 12 words. So if you do £5, I don't know, £5 each, that'll be £60. Or if you do £10 each, it'll be 120, just as an example. Or you could do 50p each if you wanted to, it's whatever suits your budget. But then you can also save each letter, and there are 54 letters worth. And you could do £1 each, that's £54. You could do £2 each, which is £108. So it's whatever suits you, and I think that's really good. Obviously Emma's giving you the choice, and it suits your budget. So I actually absolutely love this. This will be a bigger challenge for me, and it will be going into my binder, my self-care. So yeah, I can't wait to start that. So I hope you liked that haul, guys. I only got a few things. I do also have the book coming, because I wanted to test what that was like. But Emma's so lovely, like, even if you know, just as an example, I messaged her and I said, oh, I really like the stuff, but I can't afford anything this month, or I'm stopping buying for a bit because of X, Y and Z. She wouldn't be offended, she'd understand. And if you're watching this, Emma, I love you to bits. Your channel and your products are amazing. I've only got a small order this time, and I have got the book coming, and I know you appreciate everyone's support, so I just wanted to say that. So let's get into it, guys. I've got my little black what's it called? It's not a purse, little black wallet, and I've got some extra money in here, but I'm still only doing the £50 this week, because this is for next week as well. And also I do the lottery syndicate at work, so I need to pay for that, because I've collected most of the money from there. I've got to wait till Tuesday now. So let's just count £50 out. That's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So 2 5s and 4 10s, and then the other money is going back into the wallet and into my drawer. So I was just saying, I've got £50 this week. I know last week we took an extra 10 because I put it into one of the challenges. That'll be coming out of my bank, out of my, you know, just my buffer that I've got in the bank for next Friday. And we'll stuff £50 a week again until payday, which I'm trying to stuff a little bit more. So let's get my list here. which I've written down. Let me just quickly show you. I'll show you quickly because I don't want you to read it. I want you to go along with when I do it. There we go. Right, so we're going to put, again, some similarly to last week, we're going to do some bigger challenges, some smaller challenges, some long priority and not long priority. So, do you remember this one? I owed it £155 because I'd missed half of February, all of March, all of April. And I did, let me show you. So, I did all of January, because I was good for January, and I did all my budgeting for that. And then I did 1 week in February and then didn't do any more. So we need to catch up. I missed all of March and I did 1 week in April. So we've got 2 weeks to catch up, but now it's May. So we're going to just put £5 in this week. And then my friend owes me £50. So when she gives me the £50, I'll put it straight into here and we can cross off some of those, okay? So that'll be the 55 gone. So let's put £5 in there now. Actually, shall I take, yeah, I'll take these coins and I'll put £10 in here. Sorry, I'm doing these one by one. I should just get the handful, shouldn't I? But it's already laid down, so. It's £10 in there. And then I'm just going to cross this off and just put 150. Okay. Let me just cross that off my list, 1 sec. Let me just see if there's anything else in this binder that I can do. So, car insurance will be getting a big one on the 9th, a big stuff on the 19th of May. So Christmas is getting 5 and we're going to use a different blue this time because I'm trying to be, you know, all cutesy and things. So again, I'm going to take the 5 out of there and put £10 in, so that'll be 20 in Christmas. Also, I do have the park challenge. Not the park challenge, what is it called? The park savings pot, you know, where you put a certain amount in each month and it's your goal for Christmas. I've got that as well. So I put like £45 in a month and then by October this year I'll have £500. Can you see that? I've coloured that in. What colour is this? This is one of my alcohol markers. It's called, I don't know if you can see it. It's not focusing, but it says Sweet Dreams and it's colour 272. So that's 20 in Christmas. We'll do another stuffing of this next week. And then I've got some other paper challenges here. I've got loads of paper challenges. I love using them. Even though you can't use them again, you know, that's fine by me. I love using them. There's nothing, so let me just cross Christmas off my list. Just move the notes and that. So Christmas, yeah. Right, so going into my binder. I know this is ugly the way I've done this. Because I can't close it. I'll show you what it's like when I close it. Because these are quite big, I can't like close it. I'll try and force it, but then it does that thing where it bows in the middle. I don't like it when it does that. So yeah, it has to stay like that at the minute. Sorry about that. And I hate the word ugly. I don't know why I just used that. I can't stand that word. Right, so now we're into my binder, which is the purple marble. And oh, this is from Wednesday Plants as well. It says you got this. I have. I'm going to do it. So we're going to put £5 in, which was colouring in the star from last week. Where's my gold one? When did the gold one? Oh, I did have a gold marker. I'm such a nana. There it is. Okay, right. So I've got the gold one. So we're going to put £5 in. Use a King Charles one because it does need to get flattened. It's been folded. So actually, should I take these coins out of here? Yeah, because I'm trying to take all the coins out of the wallet. So I'm going to put the £10 in and take the £5 coins out. So that's 25. I'm just going to write it on the budget sheet. So today is the 2nd of the 5th. Plus 5. And I put £5 in last week, didn't I? I'll have to have a look. Yeah, I did. So that's going in there. I can never get these sheets in the folders. Sorry about that. That looked horrible then. But you know. Oh, let's scratch up another one using that new rainbow tool from Emma. Let me get it. Got it. Which one shall we do? Shall we do this one? Yeah, I did say because it's scratched already. I don't know if you can see. It's been scratched. So let's go. Oh, another 5. That's good. I'm not going to complain. And let me just get my little vacuum. There we go. So next week we're putting £5 into here. I want to get this one done because I want to start the ruby as well, which is £900. So that's a big one. So let me just cross off that, and then I think the next one is, so I've done Leo. Okay, so the next one is, I've got birthday, and that one's going to have 7, I think. Yeah, I can see why. I've done that. So these are worth, the little cakes on this tracker are worth £10 each. So I've got 3. So we put 7 in. That'll make it 10. So I can just put a £10 note in here and colour in another cake. Because I didn't colour one in last week because I only put £3 in. So let me colour in another one. What colour shall we do? See, I'm boring with cake. I only ever have vanilla or confetti. Funfetti, I don't like red velvet or anything, so I always struggle to decide what colour icing shall I do. But look, I'm literally overthinking it, aren't I? Let's just do a pink icing. I don't really like, I know this is going to sound weird because I do like chocolate, but I'd rather not have it. I'd rather have like crisps or sweeties or something. But like if somebody brought me a chocolate I'd have a chocolate occasionally, but I wouldn't choose to go and eat like a full dairy milk. And people I know think that's weird because I'm from Birmingham and obviously we've got Cadbury. It's in Bourneville, and my uncle used to work for Cadbury, so he always smelt of chocolate. And I remember him saying when he was in Selly Oak Hospital, that's a hospital close to where he used to live. He was having an operation once and he could smell the chocolate. Even though he hadn't worked there for ages, he could still smell the chocolate. So I don't know whether it's the smell that I remember because I've smelt it too much. But I remember Cadbury from the 90s and the early 2000s when it was chunky and nice, and when it was, you know, a lot creamier than it is now. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying it's completely different. And I'm not reaching for it. I'm more of a savoury person. But then again, if I've got the odd quid or the odd £2 and I'm fancying something sweet, or, you know, we're having a date night at home and, you know, we're going to the cinema, I will buy a little bar. I'll buy like a normal snack size dairy milk or something. But again, that's all I like. I don't like all the fancy ones with the, is it the Marvellous Creation one with the popping candy and the jelly beans and stuff. And I've tasted loads of Cadbury, believe me. We had the Misfits, and that every Christmas we'd get a bag of Misfits from, because I was able to bring them home from the factory. And they'd get them cheaper as well. I know you can get certain ones in the shop, but the size of the bags that we used to get, oh my God, I tell ya. See, when I was a kid, I loved it because Cadbury was so nice. But I think over time, and even when I was in school, you know, I used to love it. But now that I've matured and I've got a different palate, I still like Cadbury, but I've gone completely off piste. I'm so sorry. We meant to be doing this, but I just wanted to quickly tell you why I don't really like chocolate cake, or, you know, chocolate on my birthday cakes and things, or, you know, things like that. I'd rather just have crisps, and it's just because of, I think I was exposed to it a bit too much, so now I just find it a bit sickly. But I will have it every now and again. But yeah, that's why I don't really like chocolate desserts and things. So I like baking. I don't know if you saw my post on Instagram the other day. I'm also going to afternoon tea baking experience, and one of the cakes on the menu is a mini Victoria sponge, but they're the chocolate Victoria sponges. And I said to my boyfriend, like, oh, you can have them, I won't eat them. I don't like chocolate cake at all. If it was like a vanilla cake with a bit of chocolate icing on, I could probably do it. But a chocolate sponge, oh no, I couldn't think of anything worse. And I feel bad because obviously I've got loads of kids in my family, people that do love chocolate, and I don't want them to not have a chocolate birthday cake. If they want it, they have it. And I always say that to them, the birthday person decides what they have. If that's what they get, I'll have the smallest amount of cake. It's like a sliver of cake, probably about that big. But then when it's my birthday cake, I just say to them, please just get me a Victoria sponge. I know the one in Costco is my favourite one. I don't know if you've ever had it, but the Costco Victoria sponge, that's my favourite. It's about $7.99, $8.99, something like that. And I always say to them, can I please just have that one? Do I get it? Probably not. I get like a raspberry and white chocolate, and white chocolate to me is the worst. So yeah, we'll see what I get this birthday. My birthday's in July. I don't expect them to get me one really. I could probably bake my own. That's another one crossed off. That, oh, let me just colour in the candles. I want the candles to all be different colours as well. So these flames are neon yellow. They're literally like highlighter yellow. Won't be able to see them from up there, and I don't think you'll be able to see them now. But they're like a neon yellow. So let me just add £10 to there. So yeah, that was my life story about my childhood and why I don't like chocolate cake or chocolate desserts, which is why I just get stuck with what colour shall I colour the cake, because I don't know. 2nd of the 5th, 25. I'll just put stuffing on here. Okay, so that's done. So we should have 20 in there. So the budgeting sheet goes at the back, challenge, and then yes, we've got 20. A 10 and 2 5s. So I'll quickly cross that off the list. And then they go back in the Wednesday pounds pile. So now we've got no, I've done that wrong, haven't I? Because where were these pound coins? I think I've put them in the honey pot. Oh. because I didn't have my birthday wallet doesn't have a zip on, so I just wanted it to be all notes, but for some reason it had £3 coins in, and I put these into my new part, I think, which is the glass part. I don't want to open it and take them out, so I'll leave these in there so I know that there's £3 to go in here, but I'll just leave them at the back. So when I come to unstuff it, I know to take £3 out of the pot. Am I making sense? Oh God, I make myself laugh. You have to laugh, don't you? And then I wanted to put... I am going on a day out soon, but it's not on my list. I'm going on a day out. So this is my day out one. I've got the UVDTF on the wallet, and that's because it's got camping, it's got a rucksack, it's got a sleeping bag, there's a compass, there's trees, there's a torch, fishing rod, signpost, hot chocolate. So yeah, this is for my day out on my camping one. In July for my birthday, we are going to, I don't know if anyone is from Nottingham or anything, but we're going to have a river cruise on the Princess, what's it called? It's just called a Princess River Cruise, I think, but it's on the River Trent, and it's a 3-hour cruise, and you have lunch on there. I think I might just have the afternoon tea, but I think he wants to pay for that, so I don't need to put anything in there yet, and I've got no days out coming up until October, when we go to Gulliver's Kingdom for my nephew's 10th birthday, and then she hasn't decided yet whether she wants to go to Warwick Castle, my sister I mean, to take the kids to Warwick Castle or to the butterfly farm in Stratford-upon-Avon. He can't decide what he wants to do, so I've got to wait to see. So when I know how much to budget for, I'll be using this bee challenge, because this is for my days out. That's why I've tried to associate it with nature and days out and things. So this is my bee challenge. I don't know where it's from or who made it, but I won this in a giveaway, I think, or it is one of my vintage ones. So I don't actually know who this one is from, but I'll be using that for days out. And then the other one, which is the white one with the leaves, the Monstera leaves on. This is for my National Trust membership and English Heritage membership. So again, in my post on Instagram, I mentioned that I like old places, old houses, old castles, old abandoned places, and Budget Saving Queen has kindly, I asked her to do me a custom tracker. It's got the National Trust logo on, it's got old houses, stately homes and things like that, castles, because obviously I explained to her what it was for. She goes, yeah, I can do that. So my National Trust membership I pay annually, so I don't need to do that yet, but I'll be doing extra, because obviously when I go to a National Trust or an English Heritage place, I'll go to the cafe as well and have a hot chocolate and one of their vegetable pasties. So I'll always save about £50 to £70 for that. I don't have a lot, but the gift shops there, I like to support the National Trust anyway. So there's a couple of folders in there I'm not using yet. There's a couple that I am. Okay, so I'm going to take this out because I might put some money in here. I haven't decided yet whether I've got enough left. Next is, I think I'm going to start the charity one this week as well. So I needed to put £5 to beauty. So I have removed the booklet. Where is the booklet? It's in the A7 one, and that's because I put it in the A7 one, I think. Yeah, it's here. Budget Saving Queen Beauty booklet I've got, but it's difficult for me to keep track of. So in the A7 one, I've got a little A7 wallet that says beauty. So every time this is stuffed, I'm going to take £35 out for the nails. You can say 50 for nails, but my nail tech, she only charges 35, even with the design on. So if I do save the 50, the 15 will just remain in there and go on to something else. So when I do go and see her, I'll have this in my bag and I'll take the 35 out of here. Look, let me just show you. There's nothing in here yet because I'm not due to get my nails done, but the very first one's beauty. So once this is filled, I'll take the, it does have some money in already, £4 from Colour Cash, but I can't cross anything off yet because nothing's worth £1, I don't think. So yeah, when I go and see her, I'll take the money out of the big envelope and put it in here so that I know that this is in my purse ready. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to, I've just knocked you, I'm so sorry. So I've gone through and I've just checked. So the nails are £10 each, mine's only 35. The makeup is £2 per icon, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that saves 18, which would be good because I only ever have foundation, mascara, a bit of lipstick, pressed powder, and it's not, I'm not really a makeup person, so I don't really know how to do all the fancy stuff, so it's just the basic stuff. Eyelashes, that'll save 50. Skincare, I'm trying to save up for the Caroline Hirons Skin Rocks cleanser, and also the Rich Moisturiser, and together they're about £60. It's not going to be enough, I might need to do this twice, but so there's 10, so I'll need to do this 3 times. So if I do it at £2 per icon, that'll be, yeah, 20, so it'll be 20 per page, so I need to do it 3 times. So because I've got the £4 in there and it's from Colour Cash, I am going to cross off 2 of these, and then we need to put £5 in from today. So what shall I put it on? The perfumes are £3 each, that'll be good, that'll be £30 there. And then, now my hair's really long and dark, and every time I go to my hairdresser, it's like once every 5 to 6 weeks. I have the quick, is it like the 15-minute colour? I don't usually dye my hair at all. Like the colour that I put up before, I think I put a picture a few weeks ago up on my story where I just had my hair done, and it was like dark brown. That's my natural colour, and I always say to her every time I go, obviously I'm getting older now, and I say, if you see any greys, please just dye my hair as close to my natural colour as you can. I know I'm boring, but that's, I'm not one to have a wacky colour on my hair or anything. So when I get my hair done, it usually costs me about £90, and which is exactly the amount I need to save. These hair dryers are £10 each. Now I think £90 quite cheap. I went to Francesco's when I first moved around the area I live in now, and I pay nearly £240 to have my hair done, and some of that was with 50% off the colour, and I'm like, you what? And I hadn't budgeted for that because I wasn't expecting my hair to, I'd never paid that much before, and I had to take it out of like my small emergency fund that I had at the time. She goes, yeah, but now that store's closed down, so yeah. And then brow fund is £5 each, icon, and then we're back to the beginning. So let's choose what I'm going to cross off. £5. Let's do a brow one because I am due to get my brows done soon, but no, because it's not enough to save for my nails. I'm just going to do half a nail. But I'm going to do don't laugh at me. I'm going to do half a nail, okay? Let's do half the thumbnail. So at the minute she's got a black Frenchie. So I put £5 in there. I make myself laugh. And then there's £4 in the small one. And then we're doing £5 to the takeaway fund, which is the pizza slice from Save with Soph. And let's cross off the mushroom. I love this, it's so cute. I don't have takeaway often, but usually it's like, we'll do it around payday, so I'll do it like on the Friday. I usually get paid on a Friday sometimes, yeah. And then I'll pay, and then he'll pay the next month, and when he gets paid it'll be on a Saturday, because he likes to go to like Five Guys or Pirifino. So yeah, I can't cash consolidate this yet because I don't have enough and it's a bit boring. So I mean, it'll be boring for you, not me. I like doing it, but I don't have enough here to cash consolidate yet. Okay, and then the next one, I'm actually starting my charity donations. So the lovely Emma from Wednesday Plans, I explained what I wanted. I said to her I was doing some giving to, not a homeless shelter, but like a food bank. And the food bank by me, on their app, which I'll show you at the end of this video, I think. I'll show you the app to download if you want to know what your local food bank needs. I think it's called Bank the Food. I'll show you anyway. I'll show you the app, and then you put your location in, and the food bank you want to give to, you click on it, and it will come up with what they need. At the minute, my food bank needs size 6 nappies, long life whole milk, so I believe that's the blue cartons of milk. They need ladies feminine products, some shower gels, and some kids toothpaste and things like that. They've got plenty of beans, pasta, you know, tins of tomatoes, meals, like mug shots and things. Everyone buys them. I want to do it with what they need. So Emma's created this for me. Each icon's going to be worth £5. That's 20, 40, 60. That'll be £100. So when this is full, I'll do a big shop separate from my monthly shop. I'll probably take you around with me, show you what I'm buying, and that's what this is going to be for. I'm not going to be one of those where I'm going to have the video on all the time, because I'm not that type of person. You know, look at me, look what I'm doing. I just want to do it in secret so people, you know, can eat without me having to rub it in anyone's face that I've brought it. Does that make, do you know what I'm trying to say? I'll just do it for the sake of doing it, not doing it because I want any kind of attention for it. But again, I'm going off topic. I want to do this in purple actually. Let me just see if I can find a purple marker. I've got one. So we're just going to colour in the heart, I think, and then that'll be classed as done. Yeah, I can see it. Did I put the £5 in? I'll have a check in a sec. So that's one heart coloured in. I didn't check them. Could you see my hair? No, I haven't put the £5 in. That's £5 in the charity donation. So that's crossed off, takeaways crossed off, £4 charity crossed off. Okay, so yes, I'm now going to a short term done. Right, so I'm going to do a £5 envelope. This envelope is not done yet, so I'm going to do the £5 envelope out of my 50 envelope challenge. So I've done the 1, the 2, the 10 and the 50. I'm going to get the £5 one, and we're going to put 5 coins in. This is another envelope line done. I do want to get it done quicker, but I think this is a slow burn, and you know, that's okay. Did I put 5 in there? Yeah, that's 5. And sometimes, you know, we do need to put coins into these envelopes, so that's completely fine as well. So let me just get a little bit of washi tape. I'm not good with this usually. Let me pause you because I know this is boring for you. So on this one, I'm just using this pink washi tape. Pink or red. I'm not good at ripping it off. I always like, look at how I've ripped that. I can never, and that's why I said it's going to be boring for you seeing me pick off the washi tape. That's £5 in there. and I'm going to cross off the £5. We just do this in black, that's it. This is one that I'm not going to consolidate, so usually if I've got a lot of small numbers I'll consolidate them condense them into the bigger numbers. Because I don't want to keep opening the envelopes, I'm just going to leave it as is. So that's the £5 envelope done. And now guys, I do have a book dashboard coming from Budget Saving Queen. She's done me a dashboard. I've got loads of I've got a few empty bigger envelopes, so I've just put the Wednesday pounds into this blank envelope, but this will be used for books, but the challenge doesn't fit in there, so I've got a books dashboard coming and that'll go into my short-term binder. But we're going to cross off, well, not cross off because there's already 7 books coloured in. I'm going to take the £5 off here because I don't owe it £5 after today. Oh guys, I've got nails on and I can't pick it. There we go. So I don't owe it 5, but I'm going to put 5 for now, just because I don't have the dashboard yet. I'm going to, where's it gone? I know what I'm looking for. You know, the sparkly one I got from Emma. I'm going to put them in here for now. So this is for the book money. Flatten it out or it will never. There we go. So this is for the book money. £5 going into there. So let me just put a little dot so I can see that I've paid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I owe it £2, so I will just get a different colour. Let's get the yellow this time. But I've read. I need to add another 3 on here. I've read The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse. That was a 10-minute read. I've got that in the works, but it's a really poignant story. I read that one. I've read The Housemaid and The Housemaid's Secret. Actually, I need to add 4. The Housemaid, The Housemaid's Secret, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse. And I read, oh, what was it called? An Elephant in My Garden, the child story by Michael Morpurgo, I think. He wrote War Horse. I read one of his books. I'm due to read another. I'm seeing my friend tomorrow because I've gone through my TBR pile and there's 28 books in total that I'm unsure as to whether I want to keep or not. So I'm taking them all in the bag with her when I go and see her. Sorry, I'm taking them all in the bag so that when I go and see her, we can both decide, pick 2 books out each, ready for this month, and then I'll have Emma's book by then, I think, with whatever she chooses for me. So let's colour in first. Let me do the purple one. So did I say 4 books I'd be adding? What kind of stuff do you guys like to read? I know some of you are readers on here, aren't you? See, I'll read anything mainly. I'm not really a romance girly. I'll read it if there's a bit of fantasy in it. But I could do without it, to be honest, after the years I've had with the shit I've gone through. Sorry. I just want, what I'm trying to do is make all the books a different colour. I know that's going to be hard, isn't it? Because I don't have that many markers. 1, 2. So I think I owe this one 6 now. Have I really read that many books? I know my Goodreads challenge this year is 24 books this year, but I don't like to really put myself under pressure, because obviously there are some months when you put yourself into a reading slump because someone's recommended a book and they've been that bad that I'm like, I can't read that. Right, so yeah, I think I do 06. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Okay, so let's get my yellow. There we go. So that should be 11 books. Let me just quickly count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so there's 11 books on there. I've put £5 in. I know I should do it as £1 every time I've read a book, but sometimes I don't always have a lot of cash, and the cash that I do have, I like to use it for my what's it called, mini Mondays. But I think if I finish stuffing this before I finish my next 2 books, we're up to date. Okay, so this is now going in the A7, just because I want to keep it. I've just knocked you again, I'm sorry. I should have really took these out earlier, shouldn't I? You know, the little stoppers in there. Yeah, right. So the coins for the books are in there. And the challenge itself stays in my purple binder, I believe. Is it the purple one? Yeah, because obviously it's my challenge and it just stays in there. Because I don't have a big enough envelope for it. I do need an A5 one, and I need a sparkly A5 one, and then that'll just be for my books. I'm joking. When they come in, I'll buy them. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you haven't laughed at me too much. This was meant to be a quick video, but it's now 46 minutes, so I'll try and edit out some bits. Maybe the bit about the chocolate, that doesn't need to be in there, does it? Thank you all for watching. I hope I've made you laugh today.